Hello everyone and welcome back for the computer session once again. So dear students, today we are going to learn lesson number 4 and lesson number 4 is Introduction to GIMP. So this is a new software. I think so you are hearing this first time GIMP. Okay. So this is an image editing software. You can edit the photos, pictures, images with the help of GIMP, right? So without taking much time, let's begin what the points we are going to cover through these lessons. So in lesson number 4, Introduction to GIMP, we are going to cover up the introduction part of the lesson. Then we will learn GIMP interface. This software interface means how it looks and what we can call to the particular area of the screen. Next, we are going to learn the next point, that would be creating create a new image. Then the next point, save an image. After creating an image, how to save that image. Then exporting image in different formats. If we want to take this image and save as JPG file, IMG file, BMP file, different types of formats are there. So various type of format we can utilize and we can save. Then we'll learn the next point, that is the toolbox. Various tools are available in the GIMP, their names and their uses. For example, a rectangle and ellipse tool, then free select tool, fuzzy select tool, select by color tool, scissor select tool, like this. Then we will learn in the details selection tools. Okay, selection modes, how we can set the selection mode, the next point. Then we will cover up the next point, drawing and painting tool, then image manipulation tool. Then we are going to cover up how to cut, copy, paste various pictures. If you want to cut a particular part of the picture and you want to paste it someplace, how to do that. Then layers, okay, different layers we can utilize in the GIMP, how we can take new layer, how we can set the layers, how we can work with the layers, that we are going to cover. I hope so the points what till now I have told you, it is coming. Okay. Then we will learn the lab practice, means whatever we will learn in this lesson, that you have to practice, and that practical steps, one assignment is given, one project is given, that project we will practice how to do all these things you can see in the picture. So that's all. These are the points which we are going to cover through these lessons. In short, we are going to create an image, we are going to save, we are going to work with layer, we are going to understand the tools of GIMP. All these points altogether will be covered in the lesson. So let's begin with the first point, what we are going to cover, the introduction part of the GIMP and tools. So I hope so you are ready. So let's begin. It's a new software, new topic for you all. It's very easy. Just we need your attention. Okay. So pay your attention and try to understand well. So let's begin with the introduction.
Chapter 4 Introduction to GIMP. Introduction to GIMP. GNU Image Manipulation Program GIMP is a free image editing program. Beginners can use it as a simple paint program, while experts can work on GIMP to retouch images, resize images, add special effects to them, manipulate the images in different ways, saving the images in different types, applying filters on them, working with layers, and all the features of a premium commercial image editing software. GIMP can be downloaded from https://www.gimp.org/downloads/. This chapter gives an introduction to the basic tools in GIMP. GIMP interface. GIMP interface is composed of four main components: toolbox, tool options, various panels arranged in tabs to accomplish various tasks, and fourth, image window which displays the image to be created or edited. Creating a new image. Press Ctrl plus N or click Image option in the File menu. In Create a New Image dialog box, Template. You can select the predefined sizes using this drop-down list. Image size. In this section, you can define custom size and height and width parameters. The units of these parameters can be selected from the drop-down with several options like pixels, inches, feet, etc. Pixel is by default. Saving an image. Images in GIMP are saved with extension .xcf. You can also save a zipped gzip version of the image. Use File, go to Save or Save as option to save the image file. Exporting image in different formats. Images can be exported from GIMP in a variety of formats like JPEG, GIF, PSD, PNG, RAW, TIFF, BMP, GBR, GIMP brush, PAT GIMP pattern, and ICO, icon, etc. Use File, go to Export as option to export the image file. The Toolbox. Toolbox provides a various tools to work with the image. It also displays the options to customize the tools as desired. Toolbox also displays current background and foreground colors.
So dear student, this was the introduction part of the GIMP. In this we have learned now how to create new file and how to save a file. Simple. We did not do any changes. Whatever changes we want like to do, that we can do with the help of these tools. So what are the steps to create new file? Just we need to go to file menu and click on new. The dialog box will appear
This chapter
such as
GIMP
here.
box, tool tasks, image options,
This
template.
dialog box will appear. Here we can select the size of paper. Also we can give manually the size which you want and just click it OK. Generally we can set inches or pixels, that are the unit measurements. By default it is set pixel, so just we have to set the pixel width, or directly we can select it a4 a5 whatever size you want. Click OK. Okay, so this way we can create the file. When we want to save the file, just go to file menu, click on save option and it will get saved. Then rest of the details is given in the video is about tools. So various tools are available here. According to your task, you can utilize. If you want to draw a pictures, so you have the different shapes available over here. If you want to type a letter, there it is given A, so you can utilize this A tool and you can write the text. Shapes, pencil, brush, color, many options are available like paintbrush. Okay, so as a beginner, we will just do some simple drawing works as a practical, so you can understand easily. So I hope so you understood what I have shown and taught you now. If you understood, type U for understood in the chat box. Be quick, be fast. So it's very simple. Just we need to double click and the GIMP program will start. Okay. And the full form of GIMP is GNU Image Manipulation Program. Please underline in your textbook as well. Very good. So many student has responded already. Very good. Okay, so let's go for the next topic. So now what is the next topic? Let's understand by the next page. So here we are going to learn about the selection tool and selection modes. Okay, this is very important part of your practical. Whenever you want to work with the image, everything is possible just after the selection. Okay, so you need to pay more attention.
Selection tools and selection modes. Selection tools or whole image in various ways, like a particular shape on the basis of color regions in the images or freehand shapes. Let's learn about basic selection tools. Rectangle and ellipse tools. These tools allow selecting a part of image in rectangular or elliptical form. We can change the rectangular corners to rounded corners by changing the radius and rounded corners options. Some common options are described below. Feather edges sets smoothness of selection edges from sharp to blur. Rounded corners sets the radius of the rectangle selection corners. Free Select tool. It allows free-form selection by clicking at various points which join to make the desired shape. Fuzzy Select tool. This tool selects a contiguous region in the image by sensing the similarity in the colors. In options, we can set the threshold to sense the similarity in color regions. Select by Color tool. It selects all the similar colors in an entire image. Color sensing can be set by threshold option. Scissors Select tool. This tool wraps the selection around the color pixels as the user clicks on. This helps in selecting irregular shapes like clouds, face, trees, etc. easily.
So it was just the introduction of all the selections tool and how can you select. If you want to select in rectangle shape, square shape, you can select the first tool, selection tool. If you want in other shapes, so there are lasso tool and other options, scissor tool selection. So you can select according to that. Why the selection is important? Because once you will select the particular area of the image, you can work it with that. Even if you want to cut, copy, paste, also you need to do selection. If you want to apply the effect on a particular area of the image, you need to do the selection. So selection is uh, the primary stage of editing. If you want to work with the image, if you want to do the changes in the image, the primary task is to do selection. I hope so you understood. Any doubt, any confusion? If you would like to ask, raise your hand and you can ask. If you don't have any doubt, just notify me in the chat box. If you understood, then type U for understood in the chat box. Be quick and be fast. Okay, very good. So here we'll go for the next point. Okay, so till now what we have learned: how to create, how to save, and how to do selection of a image. Now it's we have learned the selection tools. Okay, let's understand the modes, selection modes. Okay,
Selection modes. When we make a new selection, the previous selection goes away by default. But sometimes we need to add, subtract, or overlap, intersect the selections. Add to current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Shift key on the keyboard or clicking the second button in the Mode choices and tool options. Subtract from the current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Ctrl key on keyboard or clicking the third button in the Mode choices and tool options. Intersect with the current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Shift plus Ctrl keys on the keyboard or clicking the fourth button in the Mode choices and tool options.
so dear students, here different modes are given. For example, in one image, if you want to select a single place, then you can just simply select it. But if you want two different areas of the pictures to select simultaneously, then what we have to do, first we have to select one portion, and when while selecting second portion you have to click on shift button, or you have to open this on this mode of the image. Such way three different selections are given. If you did not understood, I'll play the video once again. Just try to understand. Please pay attention, then only you will understand.
Selection modes. When we make a new selection, the previous selection goes away by default. But sometimes we need to add, subtract, or overlap, intersect the selections. Add to current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Shift key on the keyboard or clicking the second button in the Mode choices and tool options. Subtract from the current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Ctrl key on keyboard or clicking the third button in the Mode choices and tool options. Intersect with the current selection. This can be done by making a new selection while pressing Shift plus Ctrl keys on the keyboard or clicking the fourth button in the Mode choices and tool options.
So dear students, I hope so you understood the topic now. So four different type of selection we can select. Okay. So the modes are here. We can change the modes, or we can use the shortcut keys related with particular selection. If you understood, type U for understood in the chat box. Be fast. Okay. So next point we are going to cover up, that is on the next page. Till now we have covered how to create a new file and tools, selection and selection modes. Let's do now the actual practical drawing and painting tools. Okay. So there are the various tools. So you need to pay attention how and which tool to utilize. Okay.
Drawing and painting tools. Pencil and paintbrush. Both the tools are same except that pencil draws smoother than paintbrush. In tool options, various settings can be done like various brush styles, size, drawing angle, hardness, force and various drawing dynamic options. You need to spend some time trying out various combinations of these options for varying drawing effects. Press Shift key to draw a straight line. Bucket fill and gradient. Bucket fill allows filling selected color or pattern in a closed selection. You can fill whole selection or similar colors. Threshold option allows setting the color sensitivity for fill. Lower the value, lesser colored areas will be identified to fill. Gradient tool fills blend of two or more colors in a selection. Airbrush and ink. Airbrush produces paint spray like drawing, while ink tool is used to do calligraphy style drawing. These tools have same tool options as pencil. Eraser and clone tool. Eraser allows removing the undesired part of an image or drawing. Clone tool is used to clone one part of an image and stamp it to other parts. To copy a part of image using clone tool. Select the clone tool. While pressing Ctrl key, click on the region of image you need to copy. Release Ctrl key and then click in the desired region where you want to stamp or paste the copied part. These tools have same tool options as pencil.
So these are the tool introduction, how we can utilize those tools. Okay. So it's very quite fast, I feel. So once again, I'll play. You please pay attention and try to understand the tools. Okay. And if you have any doubt, you can ask anytime. Just raise your hand and you can ask your doubt.
Drawing and painting tools. Pencil and paintbrush. Both the tools are same except that pencil draws smoother than paintbrush. In tool options, various settings can be done like various brush styles, size, drawing angle, hardness, force, and various drawing dynamic options. You need to spend some time trying out various combinations of these options for varying drawing effects. Press Shift key to draw a straight line. Bucket fill and gradient. Bucket fill allows filling selected color or pattern in a closed selection. You can fill whole selection or similar colors. Threshold option allows setting the color sensitivity for fill. Lower the value, lesser colored areas will be identified to fill. Gradient tool fills blend of two or more colors in a selection. Airbrush and ink. Airbrush produces paint spray like drawing, while ink tool is used to do calligraphy style drawing.
So dear students, if you will observe, the first tool it was introduced like pencil, we can draw, okay, and options of pencils are available, thickness, or if you want slim one, thick one, and the style of the writing pencil, so that you can select. Second, now it is given all the different color filling tools which you can utilize. One is the simple color if you want to fill, then shaded color if you want to fill, and airbrush like dotted color if you want to fill. Many options are available here, so you can utilize whichever you want according to your task, right?
These tools have same tool options as pencil. Eraser and clone tool. Eraser allows removing the undesired part of an
Eraser tool you can utilize to erase the image. And now next tool is very interesting, clone tool. You can create a clone, means you can create a copy of that image.
image or drawing. Clone tool is used to clone one part of an image and stamp it to other parts. To copy a part of image using clone tool, select the clone tool. While pressing Ctrl key, click on the region of image you need to copy. Release Ctrl key and then click in the desired region where you want to stamp or paste the copied part.
Now you can see it is selected, this area is selected, and it is cloned here and here, two places, right? So such way we can create the clone of the image with the help of clone tool. I hope so you understood these practicals and these tools, introduction, drawing tools introduction. Now next is image manipulation tools. So dear students, generally now we are learning that the introduction part of them, all the tools. So once you will understand the introduction part of the tools, then only the last project work we can do easily. Okay. Yeah. Let's begin the next topic.
Image manipulation tools. The third set of tools allows applying various transformations, effects, and modifications in the image or drawing. Move and rotate. Move tool allows moving the whole image or a selection around the canvas. You can select what to move from the tool options. Rotate tool allows rotating the image or a selection by desired degree. You can select what to rotate from the tool options: scale, crop, shear, and perspective. Scale tool allows to change size of a selected region. Select desired region with a selection tool. Pick scale tool and click over the selection. Drag the selection handles to resize the region. Crop tool allows removing the undesired part of the image. Using crop tool, select the region of the image you need to keep. Press Enter key. Unselected region will be cropped. Shear tool allows distorting an image or selected region in the form of parallel lines. Pressing Enter key applies the shearing. Perspective tool. Perspective tool is used to change the perspective of an image or selected region. Pressing Enter key applies the shearing. Warp, transform, and flip. Warp transform tool allows applying warp effect on the selected region. Using suitable selection tool, select the desired region. Select warp transformation tool and apply with careful hand over the selection. Flip tool. turns around the selected region horizontally or vertically, depending on the option selected in Tools options. Using suitable selection tool, select the desired region. Select Flip tool, select the direction in Tool options and click on the selection. Healing, blur or sharpen, smudge and dodge or burn. Healing tool allows smoothing the regions of images like removing spots, making edges smoother in a picture, removing wrinkles, etc. Click on Healing tool and press Ctrl and click on the part of image to pick color which you need for healing. For example, skin color in a photograph to remove wrinkles. Release Ctrl key and then click and apply healing carefully on the desired region of the image. See the images of a rock before and after healing. Blur or sharpen tool is used to blur desired parts of an image to mix well with adjacent colors. For example, appearance of the clouds, background, rough surfaces, etc. Sharpen mode sharpens the regions of images, making them more distinct. See the images of a tree before and after blur. Smudge is used to mix or blend the colors in a region. It is like using your finger to mix colors on a wet painting. See the images of a cloud before and after smudge. Dodge or burn tool allows dodging or lightening colors in a region and burning or darkening the colors. See the images of a mountain before and after burn. All these tools have the same tool options as pencil.
So dear students, all this selection, various selection, practically we have learned how we can do the selection. Previously we have learned only the introduction part of the tools, what is we can do it. Now practically you have watched that what we can do with those tools, right? So the introduction is given, the many tools are there, that's why we want to cover up, and that's why it is little fast. But don't worry, I'll share the video with you all, so you can watch the video by pausing it. After one tool you can practice, and then you can go for the next tool to practice. Okay, so here we have learned the many topic from this lesson. So let's have a small recap what we have covered the points in today's lesson. Today we are learning lesson number 4, and lesson number 4 is introduction to GIMP. In this lesson we have covered up the basic introduction of GIMP software. The full form of GIMP is GNU Image Manipulation Program. What is the use of this program? To edit the images, to do the changes in the photos, images and pictures. Okay, and you can get downloaded this software. This software, it's work in computer only. There is no app for the mobile. Just you have to download this from given the link which is mentioned in your textbook already. Okay, it's mentioned on the page number 39. So open your textbook. If you don't have, I'll send the link in the WhatsApp group also. From there you can copy it and you can download and you can install into your system and you can keep practicing. Then we learn the interface, the toolbox, tool options, various panels, image window. This introduction we have learned. Then we have learned the selection tools, then the selection modes. Now the two steps of practical tools like drawing tools and selection tools. Okay, so with this help of we can do the basic drawing practicals in GIMP, also a selection. Okay, so if you have any doubt, any questions, you can ask now. Okay, otherwise if you understood, type U for understood in the chat box quick.